You're listening to Blue Radio. Bringing
Ju, I don't know if I've gotten that right.
No. It's I swaju.
Ati wana?
I swaju.
Ati I swaju.
Yeah.
Okay. Kinge unajua mimi si mnaija but
okay.
It's all right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, mazee, welcome back. It is 25 minutes past 5 o'clock. You are tuned into the Blue Drive with me, man like Ipto, in the good company of
Miss Wandera.
All right. And now, the moment of truth
is here.
The moment you've all been waiting for. I'll see you.
For sure.
Kabisa. Now, in the house is one
and
the only. But I don't feel like I should introduce him. Yeah. But I'll not be doing justice to him and the listeners. Sure. All right. Without much further ado, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Labda kwa majina unaweza jitambulisha kwa wasikilizaji, they get to know you.
Okay. Naitwa Chris Achinga, but wase wengi kwa nje naita Godfather.
Hey, Godfather. But why Godfather?
Exactly, more Godfather.
Sessions nyingi na nikimit na watu nje, it's mostly tukiongelea kuhusu tech, the software coding. So
okay.
Yeah, with them Godfather.
Amazing. But today, we are reviewing movies every Tuesday. Have you watched The Godfather, the movie?
Surprisingly no.
Oh my goodness. But
it's a cool name, so I'm yet to
The movie is really nice. I think you should really
watch it.
Yeah, it's very, very, though it's like 3 hours, so like you should
I've watched Avengers, so yeah.
Okay. of course.
Yeah,
anyway, maybe you can walk us through like when who is Chris, what does Chris do, a very simple background of yourself. How did you exactly find yourself in tech and software development?
Actually, it was during a class in university, so it was around second year. It was an introduction to programming. And then the lecturer left like an assignment for us to build a simple voting system. So we were like so green, no idea what programming is, and the assignment was due like the next 2 days. I didn't have a laptop, I didn't have anything, so all I had to do was to use like the labs at school. So and the labs at school were closed around 8 p.m. So ikifika saa 2 lab technician anakufukuza. So I had to ask around kutafuta 4 years, and at that time 4 years walikuwa watu wa kiburi, ukimuuliza hii unatengenezaje app anakuambia kutoka hapo nje kuna duka ya cyber. Kuna apps nyingi, muulize kuuzia moja na kwa 50 bob. So unapata unakoembarrass kwenda kuuliza naweza app ya voting pesa ngapi hapa. Then sana kwamba kuna 20k nikupatie, sema wa. So when you say no read kwa lab unasema sitaki shortcuts, let me now see how it's going to be built. So hapo ndo nikalan kuna software development, kuna hizo programming languages. So nikutafuta crash course, and then from then nimekuwa nikilearn nikibuild tu vitu for fun, others for work, ngine tu ni just to test theories and all that. So mpaka sasa hii nimetengeneza a lot of projects out there, some personal, some for work, others business wise. And that's how like I've grown. Most people know me by my skills, what I like doing, and that's technical writing code.
All right, amazing. Now a very quick question, Just we were interviewing a maritime practitioner, alikuwa anatuambia venye ameandika 3000 articles. Yeah.
In 3 years.
In 3 years, yeah. So I'm curious, how long does it take like to learn to write code? How long does it take you?
If it's a simple program to just tell you to do something, could take you like an hour or less.
1 hour?
Yeah, or less. Maybe unataka tu kuandika program ya kukumbusha ni saa ngapi. You just run it tells you, hey, it's 5:35. Yeah, that could take even 5 minutes to do it.
Okay, hiyo ni kwa mse experience.
A layman, mtu mwenye
basically mse mwenye ajui ana background kabisa.
Maybe mse background an hour or two, it's enough for you to create like a simpler program. You pia ukitaking a program ni kitu, it makes your life easier, si kitu complicated, si kitu nafanya vitu nzito. Just something to help you, uishi tu poa. So could be anything simple, kama ya kukuambia ni saa ngapi, ama ya kukumbusha umeze dawa, ama ya kufanya alarm yako iitane, kitu kama hiyo. So ni kusoma tu vitu basics. Alafu good thing about programming, you just learn what you need to learn, because there are tons of topics you should learn to build like a complete system. But just mwana kutengeneza kitu specific, you just need to learn about specific things.
Okay.
Yeah, ni kama tu cooperate vitu kwa studio. Kuna vitu nyingi but unataka kufocus tu na sauti.
Na sauti pekee yake.
So just focus na elements za sauti. Video nini hiyo ikuhusu. Kind of
right.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now we're going to take a short commercial break. Right now it is 5:30. When you do come back, we're going to be diving a little bit on what you do. I understand you do some programs at Swahili Pot.
Yeah,
when you do come back, we'll be diving a little bit into that and some of the hottest questions we have prepared for you. Well, go on.
Okay.
To advertise with us, write to us through info.blueradio@gmail.com or info@gelitixmedia.co.ke or call 0708-890-404. Visit our website www.gelitixmedia.co.ke or our radio website blueradio.co.ke.
Alright, now that has been Marvin's or the Marvin's group with One Damo. By the way, they released an album hapo hivyo a while back. And you do remember Bayani and Ayastar were in the country. How sio? Wewe ulikuwa wapi siku?
Of course nilikuwa kwa show. Shoke. You didn't see me.
Okay. Sawa basi. I rest my case. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to the Dry Show.
Ancestors love
Hey, ancestors tafadhali. It is me again, a man like Kipto, alongside the beautiful one Charlie Wantera and Mr. Chris Apandani. I like to use Mr. kwa sababu I like to be very respectful, unajua, regardless of age and everything. Heshima ni kitu ya maana, sio?
Very important.
Now, but did you know Shoke they are, as much as they're doing entertainment, they push on sustainability and basically the whole program is about environmental awareness and stuff like that.
I think what's Shoke?
Shoke is a festival, by the way, where they bring like it's like a concert. Yeah, they bring artists. They perform. You guys mnajibamba, drinks, food, and all that. But their main theme is like advocating for environmental awareness, taking care of the environment, planting trees, and stuff like that.
You've not mentioned the main point. So what happens is, after the event is over, the number of tickets that have been bought, they translate that to number of trees that will be planted.
Wow,
amazing. Sio?
Yes, sana.
Wow, go on. Now, in ile masasa tumekuwa the moment of truth, the moment we've all been waiting for. Exactly. Sio? Now, we have been to Swahili Pot. We have seen like firsthand like some of the programs they run, which is really amazing. I would really like to know how has the experience changed your life, because you are first and foremost a mentor, because you interact with guys who haven't learned tech, fresh, they don't know how to write code and stuff like that. How is it important for spaces like Swahili Pot to be present, or available for guys to converge there and learn and stuff like that?
One thing about Swahili Pot, it brings people of all kinds together. Now it offers that one thing that schools, institution won't offer. Mentorship. Now it's any type of mentorship. So nobody in school will tell you that since umepata A in software engineering, you'll definitely get a job at Google. But kija kwa ground utambua, before you get a job at Google, no one will ask you about your degree, but they'll want to know how you're going to solve a certain problem using a certain programming language. So those are the people that you'll meet at Swahili Pot. Also, Swahili Pot has great partners who support the activities. And these partners, most of them are from the tech companies. We look up to them. So you can talk of Google, MasterCard, and all that. And this, when they pay us, maybe courtesy visits and all that, they bring in some of the technical guys and they do shed light on what really happens kwa ground. So ukisikia what a software engineer does at Google from a software engineer himself ama herself, utakuwa encouraged kufuata, to follow the path. And then now it becomes more realistic to have a dream, maybe kukuwa software engineer or to be anything you want, because uko na access ya kupata mtu mwenye you want to be in the future. And that's really great.
Wow, that's powerful. Yeah.
On that note, let me ask you a question. You mentioned providing a solution for a certain problem.
Yeah.
And I did a research, and it happens that approximately 300 startups have emerged in Kenya. And I feel like people out here are just coming up with these startups. No, I'm a software engineer and I'm the founder of so and so this startup, and what happens is that after a short period of time they end up collapsing. Unashtukia tu it doesn't exist anymore. So as a software developer, what do you think usually happens, and what should be done for these startups to solve these problems that are actually there, rather than just coming up with startup for the sake of being called, I'm a software engineer or I'm a startup founder?
Of course, when you try to do something, most of these startups that you have, they're trying to solve a lot of problems at once.
Yeah.
So you may find a startup trying to, let's say, they're creating a marketplace for certain types of products, but they overlooked their competition, they overlooked what the users really needed. So they end up coming up with all these ideas. One thing is software engineers who really like thinking like outside the world, not even outside the books. Things that, when you think about them,
blow your mind.
Yeah. So unafikiria kujenga an e-commerce platform iko na features zenye basically an end user won't need them. You get. So mi nikitaka kununua TV, I just want to buy a TV and get out of your platform. Hizo extra stuff zenye umeeka hapo hazitanisaidia. Na unapata most of these extra stuff zenye zimewekwa kwa those platforms zenye most startups ina depend on. And if they don't get any users for their products, they end up failing.
Okay.
And then other thing is in tech, their updates almost kila siku, almost kila hour.
Yeah.
So for your startup to be called cool, a crazy, crazy idea. So they kind of involve themselves with this cool stuff, some other current new things, and they keep updating. And it's very hard to keep up with them.
Yeah, keep up with the trends.
Yeah, to keep up with the trend. So you find yourself in a position where you have to keep up with the trend. You have products to make, you have users to satisfy, and then the investors who need to get reports.
Sure.
So you end up, you can't multitask at the end of the day. So startups end up failing or finding something different, totally different to work on.
Okay.
Amazing. Now we are going to for another short break, but before that, she had mentioned like startups in Kenya have, are number 2 jointly in Africa in terms of funding they attract. What I really have a problem, or rather what my question is, when you talk to guys who are doing like tech consultancy or stuff like that, or anyone who is wanting to start a company, they are saying, mtu atasema mimi nitasource huo mse wa tech Nigeria, unaget. So I'm wondering, kwani what skills nini wa Kenya hatuna, ama what is it that our developers are not like getting 100% that Nigerians are getting 100% that makes guys shift there and not like concentrate here?
One thing, these people saying that wanatafuta developers in Nigeria or anything, their mindset is purely on business.
Okay.
So of course they're looking for something cheap, something fast, of course within their budget. Now most of Kenyan engineers, this is one thing for sure, I'm confident saying it, we are highly skilled, and we really value our time and the skills you have. Sitakudanganyi, we have developers working from Google who are Kenyans, Microsoft who are Kenyans, these are big tech companies who are Kenyans, wengine wako Mombasa. So you find that when these people come to you to seek for advice, and then you tell them that naweza kucharge, let's say 25,000 for a simple website, to them hiyo ni pesa nyingi sana, and of course hata reason na ukimwambia for this 25,000 you're going to get this and these features, you get. So they end up using, people from Nigeria will say just give me 10,000, I'll give you the website in one day. So of course it will look like a very cool website, a very cool application, but it's not built to scale. Kumbuka mtu Nigeria pia anatafuta pesa. At first utaona ni kitu kali unatumia, but the more unatumia the more issues zinaanza kuja,
and the more you have to go back to that person.
Exactly. So you see.
Interesting.
Okay, that's amazing, Maze. But okay, ina raise the issue that Wakenya tunapenda pesa. like okay, no lie, but but I have to ask, yeah. Kama mimi na Shalini, you usually have this conversation, yeah. Na huwa most of the time tunasema tulikuja kufanya media because we want to get paid. That was you.
Yeah,
it's no lie.
sure.
For you, is it like is it the passion or is it the money or is it both?
For me it's both, but it's purely on the passion.
It's purely on the passion, yeah.
Naweza kwambia most of the gigs nimepata, the well paying gigs, sijapata from within Kenya.
Interesting.
It's outside. It's either US ama Europe, Dubai or something like that.
Yeah.
But kupata Kenya mtasumbuana na tu hii system. I can bill it for 100k, but it will take me 4 months. Anakwambia no, nakupatia 50k in 2 weeks. So I make sense.
Yeah,
so utarash kutengeza vitu and then at the end of the day si kitu credible. Then unapata work na mtu, let's say from Europe, naambia I'll charge maybe 2,000 euros and you can take up to 6 months building it, and they'll be very patient with you, and you end up building something bako unakuwa proud of. So that's where you mix your passion and everything, because umepata mtu mwenye ana value your skills in as much as anakulipa pia.
But before we go out, yeah, you mentioned working with guys from Europe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We don't understand that ChatGPT was made right here at home, yeah. I think you know that. Me hata in fact mimi nilikuwa nasoma kwa mtandao, I was like, hey, kwani tulikuwa tu hapa, and a lot of questions were raised about how our guys were paid. Are we as Kenyans not like valuing our own developers, or is our industry or marketplace not like how should I say it, or how should I put it, haijipewa ile value ina deserve, because most developers are young guys like yourself, young guys
sure,
like us. Hao watu wanatuona ni kama like mazewa ukiitisha 300k 500k for a job that ni msee angelipa 100,000 anaona zi, or like what is the problem with the mentality that is in our marketplace?
So our marketplace is more of PR thing, protect brand.
Okay.
So as long as their brand is good, they really don't care what's running behind them.
Yeah.
You get. So unapata a company, maybe just company imeanza, let's say ni ya create products.
Yeah.
Ya kuuza tu products online, and they have a good PR kwa sababu wanauza, let's say, handmade stuff. So kutengeza handmade stuff of course ni kitu traditional, vitu kama hizo. So it will make more sense for them to like have Kenyan people designing the system behind it. But ukiapproach a Kenyan, let's say mtu kama mimi, but the Kenyan tech market kwa developers, we are very good. Ukipata mtu mwenye ako ish huyo of course mtu ako after money.
Yeah.
But sasa ukiconsider that pia venye life inaenda Kenya economy, and kila kitu you have to get money first. So hiyo mentality ya kupata pesa haraka ndo ina sabotage quality ya kazi konje. Mpaka ukiambia mtu you can make a website for 100k, then apata again kuna mwingine anaweza tengeneza for hata 5k the same value. Of course ataenda kwa 5k juu. Ataona nikitengeneza 5k I'll save 95,000. Nikienda 100k I'll probably save nothing. But in the long run ukitumia the larger value, kuna a lot in store for you. Kuna hiyo skills, kuna hata utamotivate mtu kufanya research kujua kampuni yako inafanya nini. Hata product yenye itakuja at the end of the day itakuwa kitu valuable. So most of these people offering jobs don't care about your skills, they just want things done, biashara iendelee. Yeah.
All right.
A minute, if I may ask, you've mentioned you've worked with outside countries. What is one of the most notable projects that you can say you've worked on and you're proud of it?
It was my first project after kujifunza programming actually. So ilianza kama tu volunteering. So nilikuwa na peruse to LinkedIn, then it was during COVID time. Ilikuwa ile time ya Black Lives Matter ilikuwa imechacha.
Yeah.
So there was this government not organization inaitwa Uhuru movement, it's in the US. So walikuwa nafanya wana promote black businesses.
Okay.
So of course you've heard of WordPress and all that. So they had a platform ya kuuza pies made by black people, selling to literally anyone wakidonate to their cause. But the site was made na WordPress, and then walikuwa napata a lot of traffic. So WordPress could not handle that traffic, so ilikuwa na crashes and all that. So nili sign up to nika ask for volunteering. I had an interview with I remember one alikuwa anaitwa Bridget Farmer, yani developer ko Adobe sahi. So
Nice.
yeah, so she asked me what my skills are. So mimi nilikuwa too honest, niko passionate about programming. I just learned this and these skills. And then it happened that hizo technology nimelearn ndo nataka kuzitumia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Na sawa walikuwa nataka kurewrite the whole website from WordPress to Node.js na JavaScript. So it was a perfect opportunity. So nimekuwa hapo na watu na experience ya 20 years, tunawako on the same very large project na unatengeneza kitu watu wakitumia at the same time.
Wow.
So na ensure na build na
Work at the same time,
at the same time. So that was my first project na mpaka leo I'm still proud of it.
Amazing.
Amazing, powerful, yeah. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is 55 minutes past 5 o'clock. We are going on that musical break. When we do come back, we'll be finding out where mgeni wetu ametembea, ni wapi amekuwa, ni wapi. But before we do that, nataka niwapeleke London by this song, with this song by BN featuring Aya Star, because BN is the first Kenyan maze to do what? To chart in the UK charts. I'll see you. When we do come back also, we'll be engaging our guest on the event that took place, I think, last month, Flutter Forward. What is it about? What can you learn? And how best can you use some of these opportunities available in the 254? Welcome back once more to The Drive Show. My good name this evening is Ian Kipto, in the company of
Miss Wandera.
All right. And the one and only. The one and only. Huh? Hey, amazing. Now, if you're joining us, Mazai, once more, pardon me, the show here is The Drive Show. And we're just talking about technology and everything that it encompasses. Now, as of tomorrow, the 4th edition of SMEs, it's a conference, it's going down, pale KICC. And theme yao hapo hivyo ni how technology can be used, to make SMEs, grow. Kwa sababu unacheki SMEs ndio ina run country, yeah. So these guys basically what they want to do is to make sure that if you have an SME, labda uko na, wacha nitumie example ya mama anauza viazi, wacha niseme viazi na mbaazi, so pia kuna venye anaweza kuwa na ile anaweza take her business online, how she can leverage on the technology, yeah. So my question is, how can they make sure that their business can grow first and foremost? What type of nini are they supposed to use, or technology, or as tactics, if there are tactics, kama kuna tactics, sisi watu wa football 442 411, to make sure that their business can grow?
Kuna hii concept, the simplest yenye umeona na kina mama mboga kunje, pochi la biashara thing. So that was like, it's one of the best strategies make these people like receive. It's a form of online payment, as it is. So normally wangeenda Safaricom stores wa create pesa pay bill till numbers, and your process could take a long time. Na mama mboga na hiyo time ya kwenda kutengeza till number and tena tafuta na bank account as a link. But na pochi la biashara, it's just your phone number, ni kama tunatuma pesa na M-Pesa. But instead of kutuma pesa, you just go to lipa na M-Pesa, go pochi la biashara. As simple as that. So easy solutions are SMEs, to keep in mind that most SMEs nizi zenye it looks like it's very hard to move them to online platforms. Kama mama mboga, kama watu wa kuuza maji mtaani. So there's no way to convince mtu ninge kwa app nitafute sukuma. There's that beauty of kwenda
kibandani.
Exactly. So kumove hizi businesses online, haimaanishi kucreate e-commerce sites, kucreate platforms za kwa market. It's kuangalia tu a common thing yetu na struggle now, and then tapping into it, kutumia resources zenye wako nazo. A good example again hiyo pochi la biashara, which is just unamlipa na wezi reverse, that's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it, exactly.
So another thing pia, what SMEs looks easy investors look for wakikuja maybe it's high end SMEs, ni kuangalia impact. So that means they should have a way of keeping their records, analyzing the data, na ku generate reports from that without using maybe a human touch and anything. So coming up with platforms zenye zina automate easy process zote, zenye zina generate to by the end of the week, watu yo kampuni wakiketi chini ama that business wanaangalia leo tumeuza mitungi 20 ya 20 liter, mitungi 100 ya 10 liter. So they later know that tunafaa kufocus na mitungi ya 10 liter in this specific area. So kutumia hizo processes za kuanalyze data, watajua where mali pesa zao nyingi ziko na mali business ziko. So in as much as vitu zingine inakaa more like impossible ku-implement na tech, you just look for very simple processes zenye unazisaidia mtu. So vitu kama tu hizo kusimplify payment ama kusaidia tu mtu kuweka records zake za data na kuzianalyze na kucreate impact yenye mtu amepata. That's like one of the best ways unazisaidia mtu, those SMEs and everything.
All right, powerful. Now, as I think as recent as this year, I think ilikuwa February or something, mulikuwa pale Close the Gap, Flutter Forward. Maybe by then I didn't get to go, but my colleagues were there. Maybe you can break down what Flutter Forward is about, and what kind of opportunities they offer, and basically to kwa mse mwenye ana listen in na mwenye hakuweza kukua pale kama mimi
hata pia mimi
kama sisi wenye kukua. What is Flutter Forward about? Because I understand you are an MVP. Unajua MVP ni nani?
Of course.
Exactly, alikuwa MVP ban.
Aoni venye anaka teki guru
mazee.
So niki travel back in time, kuna swali uliuliza mbona watu wengi prefer kutafuta developers Nigeria kufanya kazi zao. So afu nikakwambia like Kenya tuko na very serious talent kija kwa programming. So umwaka ukianza Google walikuwa Kenya. And the main event was to launch a new update of Flutter. So Flutter is more of like a framework. A framework ni tool yenye inatumika kutengeneza applications yenye na work. So unaandika tu maybe one file of code ina run kwa both website, iOS na Android devices. So that's the current trend.
Okay.
So Google, we all know Google is a very big company.
Yeah.
So ndo wako behind that tool, that framework Flutter. So over time Flutter imekuwa kidevelop. So recently wame launch a newer version. So before they launch this version, it's always a very great event. It's a yearly event yenye inafanyika mostly New York. Developers wanna travel to attend for those events because it's a tool that inasaidia watu wengi sana to build apps perfectly.
Okay.
So January this year, they did that event in Kenya. And the main reason is because Kenya's tech talent is growing so fast.
Oh.
For sure.
Yeah, so in as much as watu wa mtano na tudharau wakitafuta watu Nigeria, we have supported Google coming to launch, launching such tool, such versions za languages in Kenya inatupatia hopes that someone somewhere is noticing us.
Yeah.
So and then since walikuja Kenya, of course developers tuko wengi sana. Si kila mtu anaweza attend event. So the first one ilikuwa to Flutter Forward.
Yeah.
So during Flutter Forward ndo wali release the new versions, new features, new technologies zenye zitakuwa zina offered kwa mobile applications and all that. And it was only limited to a specific number of people because about the venue and logistics and all that. But good thing after that, we now had the extended version. So those people who attended the main event walikuwa wanasaidia watu wenye hawakuweza kuattend. So now these extended versions. So kuna Flutter Forward extended Pwani, hiyo ilikuwa Flutter Forward extended Pwani, for the coastal region, kuna za Nairobi, kuna Kisii. So for Flutter Forward extended Pwani, ilikuwa organized na Google. Kuna program inaitwa Google Developer Experts. So a Google Developer Expert is someone who is recognized by Google for being an expert in either the programming language they maintain or a tool they make. So one of the GDEs is in Mombasa. He's a Kenyan actually. So anaitwa Wayne. So Wayne organized the event, aka call out for speakers. Not necessarily who umeattend your event ya Flutter, but you have any skills, any knowledge ungependa kushare to kwa community ya watu wanatumia Flutter. So that's basically what the event was about. It was all about this specific tool. So it's like umefanya event ya media, but kwa event mna focus on how to shoot videos peke yake using a specific camera. So that was kind of the event that was there using Flutter. So people came in, we had talks, we had tutorials, demo shows, how to build apps, features, how to use this Google technologies has to offer to create better applications using Flutter. And that was all Flutter Forward was about.
All right, amazing.
Interesting.
Very, very powerful. You have anything on your side?
what are some of the challenges maybe you go through as a software developer?
Okay, this may be a common one.
Unazosema zote, the common and the uncommon, the ones you as an individual you face, hizo zote, we welcome them.
Okay, as an individual, also I know most people do that.
Yeah.
For software developers, you're always in the zone, you know. Ukishika laptop yako ukiingia, you don't think about like anything.
Like you're locked in,
Yeah,
you go to
you won't care umekula, you won't take care of your health.
The hair, in fact, the hair.
It affects.
The hair. Amesema health, but not so amesema health. Amenikumbusha hair. Most of the IT techie gurus I meet, manze, especially guys, there is like shaggy. I'm like, why? You don't have time for your hair? What's wrong?
So it's more you invest your time in something useful, that is, you
okay,
know, cook up a laptop, focusing on that. So nikitu, of course itaku affect, baadaye you won't notice. You start having health issues, macho inasumbua, dietary issues, unaanza tu kuna energy drink na to snacks
maze,
siku inaendelea, so of course itaku affect. So that's like one of the thing tunajisahau at some point. We don't take care of ourselves. Yep. But
okay.
Yeah, I guess that's like a main challenge.
That's the main challenge. Tukona like 4 minutes before we go out. Do you read books and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do read.
Okay, that's amazing. Unajua wanasemanga readers are leaders and stuff like that, yeah? How does reading help writing code? By that I'm curious.
I read different kind of books from what you think. So ukienda maybe to bookstores, kuna children section, afu kuna fiction section, then kuna fiction for children. Sasa that part ndo utanipata. So kuna this book I read, it's Inventions That Failed. So nasoma inventions from you know, there's actually someone who tried to invent a machine for swimming.
Oh wow.
Sasa
machine for swimming.
Yes.
Hey, okay.
So nikisoma exactly, so you didn't know that someone actually thought about it. So mimi nikisoma hizo vitabu zinanipatia hiyo nguvu ya nikiandika code limit to something specific. So let's say nafaa kutengeneza security system ama a security feature, nafaa kufikiria a specific thing. Just think of the unthinkable. Kitu inaka stupid, kitu inaka unrealistic, do it. It may or may not work.
Yeah, like let your imagination fly.
Yeah, just be free with yourself.
Oh, that's
okay. Have you done anything now that you're a software developer? Do you have maybe your own application that you've come up with, or websites? Is there anything out of the ordinary that you mwenyewe with all these skills that you have, na knowledge yote, ukasema I want to do something for me?
So there are 2 projects I'm currently building. One is looks more serious to the public, the other one is jokes. So the serious ones ni yearly, mwaka kisha tunapata hizi events za kurate best company in this, best company in that. So inatengeneza ni kurate industries in relation to the effect wamefanya kwa environment. So normally hizi let's say award schemes wangetuma link watu wa vote what's the best clean company. So mtu na vote Mombasa Cement, but that's biasness. So there is no like true statistics behind it.
Kuna the behind it.
So I'm building inaitwa circular list. So it kind of takes care of, let's say kama ni bagi moja ya cement, ina consider from the fact point that hiyo raw material ya cement ilikuwa mined, ikakuwa transported, ikakuwa stored, ikakuwa manufactured, ikakuwa packed, ikatumiwa na hiyo package ikakuwa disposed. So of course kwa hiyo process kuna activities zenye zime contribute negative effects kwa environment, kuna zingine zime contribute positive effects kwa environment. So combining all those and then running those ranking algorithms, una rank maybe say the best clean industry was, let's say Mombasa Cement, followed by Bamburi, followed by this kwa sababu ya algorithm is true to itself. So that's one of the thing.
Oh,
yeah,
that's powerful.
And the one that is not
it's called iToilet.
I want to hear you. It's not.
It's more of like Uber, but for toilets.
For toilets, like if you want to use a washroom.
Yeah, so uko tao, especially Mombasa, it's
very important.
It's very hard to find a public washroom.
You have to go to the mall, to the supermarket. I want to tafuta mali, lazima you find a washroom and then you go and pretend like you're doing something.
Yeah, so unajifanya unaingia pale Naivas Mwembe, kumbe
yeah.
huko.
Exactly.
Wow,
Yes.
that's- okay.
Nimekuwa nikifanya research of late na I'm getting very funny, not actually funny but interesting feedback. Watu wanataka public toilets zenye ziko na sanitary disposals.
For sure.
Wanataka washroom zenye mtu anaweza ingia ka change napkin za mtoto.
Truly.
Yeah, washroom zenye mtu anaweza ingia aka put on makeup bag, vitu
Yeah,
kama hizo. So currently chenye natengeneza tu ni algorithm tu za kumap out all public toilets in Mombasa, ki highlight all the features.
All the features, how do they?
So yeah, so it's more of like Yelp but una rate choo.
Okay.
So let's say umeingia choo ile ya mama ngine ukairate hicho in as much as unalipa cheap but ni chafu, unapewa tissue roll moja, panguzo unajishika, vitu kama hizo. Then unapata choo yenye iko Naivas Mwembe Mall in as much as ni cheap but ni safi, uko na maji ya kuosha. So if people knew that, it would have been better.
It would have been better.
So yeah, and funny thing, people not funny, serious thing, people are willing to pay a small fee to access those services.
It's a good idea.
It's a good
It's
idea.
a very good idea. I don't know why you're calling it not.
Because every time nikielezea watu sema
No.
choo.
Yeah, but
It is very
people will dismiss.
Imagine it's a
until-
good idea, and speaking from like a female's perspective, for us, we have that time of the month where we have our menstrual periods, and sometimes you just mess up unknowingly, and if we could have like a washroom where you can just get in and change quickly, it becomes easier, because now we are forced to go to the malls and act like we are buying things when you're not buying anything.
Sindio. Exactly.
Very important.
All right,
yeah.
all right. Very, very amazing, powerful. Maze, thank you for making the time. Our time, unfortunately, has come up or is up. But before we do the thing, do you have anything you want to leave our listeners with? Maybe a parting shot from you.
Okay, that's a hard one. So I'll just say what's my first kind of a mentor told me.
Yeah.
Normally unaambiwa you think outside the box.
Yeah.
But as long as the box is there, you'll keep referencing to that. So you'll be asking, nijiuliza, what would I have thought kama ningekuwa ndani ya box? Now you think kama uko nje ya box. But now remove the box out of the picture. So that means hauna limitation to your thoughts. Don't care about realistic or reality, positivity, negativity. Just put your thoughts hapo hivyo. Then ukisha clear your thoughts, now try and see if it's something you can do it or you can't do it. Prove it. It will be more better you failed doing something than kuka na kitu kama na thoughts, what would happen if I did.
If I did, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what keeps personally, that's what keeps me moving. Nikikuwa na anything kwa kichwa nitaisema, hata kama haita make sense, haitachekesha watu, itafanya kitu. So the same thing na nenye nafanya na iToilet. Just mi tu natembea, nimekula maragwe unasikia so the first thing nafanya ni kuchukua simu kutafuta Uber kwenda Swahili Port juu kuna choo, baada ya kuchukua simu kutafuta
na kusaka nini maze
kusaka choo. So you see,
wow.
If you just have anything kwa kichwa, don't think about watu watakufikiria nini. Watu wana hii idea iko weird, haita work Kenya, hiyo idea kwa haita make money. Just focus on proving that your idea it makes sense, without kufikiria what others would say or do about it.
Oh, go on. I like that, man. I like that.